Welcome to the Shirt Was Cashed Live podcast. These are recorded every day at 8 p.m. CST with audience members like you. So if you'd like to be featured on the show, find us on Twitter at Shirt Was Cash and join.
Let's, start off with the sounds. Man, that has totally changed the dynamic of the show.
Yeah, we're in full Kino territory. It's wild. It's definitely wild. It's going to take some getting used to, especially as a viewer. I can't imagine what it's like being in that house right now.
Yeah, for real. What's up, everyone? Yeah, bro, especially when Damien fucking completely went berserk in that room. Bro, that was crazy.
Yeah,
Daniel.
I missed that part live, and when I first saw the clip of it, Daniel's really not playing up to the cameras anymore, so I think that's actually him.
Oh no, yeah, it is him. I'm just saying though, you could tell that he genuinely got frustrated that day, and then Letty, out of all people, keeps on talking shit to bro. Bro, that bitch literally would have gotten punched or slapped, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
So, yeah, let's get right into it. I missed that part live. I don't think the clips that I've seen really showed what happened between him and Letty. So, were you watching it live?
Yeah, I was. I was watching it live. So, it basically was the first part was Letty and Josie in the room just playing with the slime. And then out of nowhere, the white shark throws in Damien there. And then literally it just nonstop for 10 minutes, I think, was playing the sounds over and over again with TTS.
But what was the actual spat between him and Letty?
I'm not really too sure because I would have to watch it back again. But it was just I think Damien just kept on getting pissed at the sounds, and then Letty kept on telling him to shut up, and he was being annoying. I'm pretty sure that was happening. He was she was you just
that is funny.
You're being obnoxious, this and that, bro. That's why I said I can't believe he didn't go up to her face or anything.
Damn, that dude was wigging out, man.
Ever since Letty fucking pissed in the closet, she hasn't been the same. She's just been more fucking annoying than ever and pushing on Daniel than he's finally snapping. He's going Joker mode. He's been fucking more annoying than ever, but it makes sense. She's trying to appeal to her fucking her knights or whatever the fuck.
Yo, Chris, what's up?
What's good, man?
Man, I'm so happy to see you.
Hey, man. Happy to see you too, man. We're on schedule. Another 8 p.m. Central Time space. Fucking chilling.
Hell yeah. This is today, I think we really entered the space of what I've been talking about. If more of this external nonsense can kind of die down at this point, and we just let the geniuses of the team there have their way. It wasn't even just the new sounds in the speaker. It was also Ben was on fire. I just posted that I'm just a total Ben maximalist at this point.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm trying to get
Ben carries the show.
I'm trying to get that fucking beanie that Ben wears. Where are people? Where can we get that beanie? The red and black beanie.
Yo, Chris.
Hopefully in your guys' merch shop pretty soon, right?
He probably scripted it.
Chris, I have to say thank you for adding some sort of mariachi thing into the show with the sound effect.
Oh, word. You're welcome.
Chris, just take credit, man. You're the person we can throw credit at. Just soak it in, bro.
You are the goat.
Hey, man. Yeah, I did the mariachi thing. I did the, I'm not going to lie. I can't say too much, but
your mariachi band literally sold Daniel to the limit, so
yeah, no, the mariachi. Hey, Hey, maybe hopefully one day we can get a live mariachi band in there. That'd be great. I don't know how much to charge.
Can I say today there's been so many interesting happenings that have occurred, but one of the most interesting ones, I think, if I have to say it, there's been three big ones. A, John preaching to everybody for like an hour and a half straight. B, the secret Instagram account everybody found that is Damiel's, where he posted some very interesting photos. And third, I would say this is probably the funniest thing that happened all day. There was a very funny Mr. Frank Hassel tried to hassle Mauro, but it didn't really work out in his favor.
I saw that. I don't think Frank and Mauro, I don't think they've interacted before that, but I saw that.
No, and I don't think he knows who Frank is either, which is really fucking funny.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a huge Mauro fan. I mean, there's not a lot to hate about Mauro. I mean, to be honest with you,
Yeah, people were kind of shitting on Frank for going after Mauro. I just posted a thread up here. I kind of highlighted the whole conversation into a photo, but people were kind of mad at Frank. They were like, "Hey, why are you going after Mauro?"
I'll defend Frank for maybe just not knowing much about the Mauro dynamic. I don't know, but hey. It is an interesting interaction nonetheless.
It absolutely is. I mean, Frank knows what he's doing, so I think it's all going to be fun. We did see almost a similar reaction on a lower scale from Damiel when he came out of the tank for a day or two. He didn't trust anyone on Twitter and was kind of, I wouldn't say lashing out, but, it takes some adjustment. It's hilarious that Mauro has picked Frank to be like shit talking of anyone. So just so people know that are requesting to come up, we're going to try a new format today. This will probably just be how it is from now on. The first hour or two of this space will just be purely focused on recap. It will be going through the day. And hopefully I can package that up in more ways afterwards. But I'm only going to let people up who are trusted speakers during that time. So once that ends and we hit the after hours, then we'll let people come up.
Get Cobb up here again, man. He's definitely a trusted speaker.
I unblocked him, so he is welcome.
One thing I wanted to say was, what percentage are we at with the Frank Hassel season pass?
51%.
51. Okay, good. That's
Hey, Chris.
we're halfway
I actually
there.
had an idea click in my head. Well, they were doing the hot dog contest yesterday when they were eating the hot dogs. How about we have, because they have a large kitchen, how about this? You guys go to the grocery store, you buy a bunch of random ingredients, and you make them do a cooking challenge, boys versus girls, whoever has the best dish, they all win a fish buck.
Like a little chop scenario?
Absolutely, yes.
Gordon,
you can go all Gordon Ramsay on them with the judging.
I was thinking about that actually today. I think a cooking challenge would be good. The only thing is, because those cooking challenges, like Chopped or whatever, have multiple ovens and multiple kitchen workstations. I don't know how we could time it where they could do it simultaneously.
Well, this is the thing. They all cook at once, but you force them to use certain items only. One team, they can't use a big butcher's knife, and the other team, they can only use the oven and the microwave and so forth.
Okay. Yeah, I think we could get away with it. I think we could make it work. Yeah, I mean, I'm biased because personally I'm I'm a fan of cooking. I'm a culinary guy. So
here, brother.
I think a cooking challenge would be appropriate. So
as a fan of cooking, how did you feel about John marinating chicken in ketchup and mayo? It was a fucking blast to watch.
I didn't actually catch that. What did he do exactly?
He marinated chicken in mayo and ketchup, and I missed him cook it, but fuck.
He marinated chicken in ketchup and mayo.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty gross.
Yeah, a lot of people threw up. Vance was like projectile vomiting, and like I think a couple of the crew members were.
Wait, when was that?
Probably around like 2 or 3 today.
Yeah, 2 or 3. Okay.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know about that, but I mean, kudos to the fish for like trying to do marinating and some trying to elevate the cooking situation. What if people have been eating? I'm truth be told, I'm actually
hot dogs.
I'm not watching.
She's like anorexic, so she doesn't eat fucking anything.
I'm not watching a lot of the. I'm mostly getting my content from the clips, but what's some of the good or tasteful cooking situations that have gone on?
It's mostly been chicken. Like that's been their main source of protein. I would argue it's mostly been chicken.
Okay.
John on day 1 made a steak and then ate it with his bare hands and then did like handstand push-ups.
That's based.
Oh yeah.
I think the what he marinated I thought was ribs. I could be wrong. But also I thought it was hilarious when he was sitting down in the living room earlier. Daniel had told him that he was going to teach him how to cook because Daniel's been a line cook. He knows what he's doing. But John said he brought up his restaurant and was like, I don't think he needs to teach me to cook.
Yeah, that motherfucker doesn't own a restaurant.
I mean, can any of them
any
cook?
Evidence of the restaurant?
Can any of them cook?
I think Sylvia cooked spaghetti or something, or whoever cooked spaghetti, because earlier the white shark just literally fucking threw her shit on the ground, bro. That shit was so funny.
I mean, they went through all of COVID and none of them learned how to cook very well. That shit's crazy.
I'm surprised there's so many people who were in lockdown for like a gorillion years and they were never once like, maybe I should have learned how to like chop shit and like what things work well with one another. Like
they just use fucking Uber Eats.
They learned how to cook. They just got vaxxed and fucking forgot.
John, I remember
the shot messed their brain up.
I remember John was cooking with a knife and almost cut his fucking throat open.
Breaking news.
Put it up to his
breaking news.
Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news.
So Frank's in here. Obviously, we have the rule not to call out people that are in the audience when they're famous. So just a reminder, Frank is famous, but he's our homie. Do you want to come up here and talk about this Mauro situation?
I'd love to hear about it, brother.
Frank,
let's hear it.
We'll give him a chance, but let's keep going with this. I would say John, as usual, had a bunch of W's. He had that Bible study thing going on, and
that was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, watching a guy try to read Genesis while the sound of gunfire and people screaming is going on in the background is cinematic masterpiece. Today's been a good day.
And then Vance seems like
also the karaoke machine feedback loop this morning.
All right, y'all, we got Frank up here. Hey, Frank, so this is kind of happening in real time. What is the beef, dude?
Yeah, I guess. Me and Mauro are getting it on.
Go to his house.
I mean, did you hassle him at some point in like?
No, I know.
Before he was on the tank?
When he left, he made a tweet thanking everybody, and I said something about him quitting, and I felt kind of bad about it a little bit, so I deleted it. But I guess he saw it, and I don't know. As an observer, I think people quitting it's kind of lame a little bit. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely exposes these fragile 20-something egos. I'm wondering how far he's going to go, because he was pretty drunk last night.
Yeah, I mean, I don't actually have any beef with the guy. I just thought him like leaving early was like lame. That's all, really.
And with the microphone barely working.
And now he's like talking shit on Twitter, and it's like, well, why didn't you do this when you were there? Like why? Come on.
Yeah, I wish he did bring more of that energy that I saw on Twitter in the house.
Like, we want the drama. We want the arguments. Like, come on. Well, don't save it for afterwards when you're at home.
Yeah,
Frank,
man, that's one of the most hypocritical parts of what he said last night was he's been just bitching about how boring people were.
It's like,
and how they weren't bringing anything to the show.
Books and laying in bed. Like, that's my only issue with the guy. Really, like, he seems like a nice guy. Right?
Oh, I missed those nights.
He's just boring.
In Mauro's defense, though, he did have that huge argument with John. That was probably the biggest yelling match so far.
That's all. Yeah.
And I mean, Pod Awful offered to pay for him to get back to the house. Offered to pay for his transportation back.
He doesn't want to come back.
Would that be?
One sec, y'all. Since a lot of people actually want to talk on this, let's do hands. And first hand up. All right, Bleach, what's up?
I just wanted to say I thought it was a little disrespectful that Mauro was putting a little disrespect on Frank's name, just because Frank has been involved with the crew. He does, he's been on like.
It's good. He doesn't.
Yeah,
know.
that's why I was just like, just the disrespect. That's it. I just thought it was hilarious.
No, it's funny. It's all in good fun, right? It's all entertaining. Like, it's just bullshit. It doesn't
I hate when I see people be rude to veterans.
True
that. Josie, what's up?
Yeah, I'm Team Frank. Replies. All your replies were real. There's a reason why the Mauro reaction with him sleeping in bed is a thing. He did fucking nothing. You called him out.
Yeah, I just wanted them to be entertaining. That's all.
Facts. Joey, what's up?
Oh, my hand is. Go to the next person.
Chaos, what's up?
Yeah, before the show, I didn't even know anything about Frank, but I feel like I have the common sense to understand his power levels and not fuck with him like Mauro.
No, he can fuck with me. It's fine, man. It's funny.
Yeah, it's actually better than he does.
Little shit.
So just so people know, like, play into it, but don't be a shithead about it as usual. So, like, Frank's going to have fun with it. Mauro, he doesn't know what he's doing. Literally, I mean, he started in OnlyFans.
He doesn't know what's going on.
Cody, what's up?
So I actually am in total dark about Frank. I didn't even know about him till the show. Can you give me like a little backstory about yourself?
No, I mean, Frank, check out his Gumroad.
I just go on YouTube. I do like public like harassment videos and things of that nature.
And he just fucked with people, essentially.
Frank is actually a philanthropist.
He's a venture capitalist.
The prophet.
Okay, yeah, I'll have to look you up. Yeah, I was just total, like, you guys said he was a celebrity, basically, and I was like, all right, who's this guy?
Not a celebrity, just an internet guy.
Frank, are you going to be coming up, like, before even the season pass?
I have no idea. I think it's up to Sam. I don't really know.
Okay.
I would be down to just come hang out. I'm not doing anything, so
okay. I'll ask Sam. But yeah, because I know we're shooting a lot, and even though we're shooting stuff that's like there might be like extra opportunities to be an extra or whatever the fuck we're up to.
Yeah, of course. No, I'm down.
Okay.
Are you in any MDE skits? I'm pretty sure you were, because Sam said so.
I was in the Theater of the Air stuff, and I think a couple episodes of Hide Wars. And,
I mean for World Peace 2.
For World Peace 2, I think I will be in them, but I haven't shot anything yet. I haven't been
Awesome. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, it'll be cool.
I want to shout out too that, I'm just getting to know Frank now, and I appreciate just like the social example you've been showing on Twitter, and how nice, honestly, you've been to Mauro, even when he doesn't know what's going on.
Content, man. I'm not like no personal beef or feelings or anything. I just I want it to be entertaining.
Yeah, for real. I think Mauro's dodging me too, so he knows who the gangsters are.
Frank is only horrifying in real life. That's what you got to watch out for.
True.
Yeah, I would rather be fucking with him on the show, or like more. I mean, Twitter's fun, but
Yeah. Well, here's a new skill, new way to hassle. So Y2K, what's up?
Frank, just want to say your new back tattoo is an inspiration to all of us.
Thank you.
Fucking sick. I would like to I would like to just say I would love to see you eat family style on the show when you get there. That would be very beautiful. And
hell yeah.
Do you think there's anything that the fish can do to help you prevent from having a Chris Kyle like attack while you're on the show?
I don't know yet. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what the mood is when I get there. I don't know who will be left and what the atmosphere will be like. So we'll have to see.
I feel like you can do some real psychic damage to them depending on the ecology of the tank.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have to see what like you said, the ecology, see what the water levels are like and what the
Yeah, the pH levels are going to get real nasty.
That's what I was thinking of.
What do you guys?
And just so people know, sorry, Chris, just so people know, the way we get Frank on the show is by buying that season pass. Support the homies. Let's get this dude on there. I'm looking forward to that. That's one of the things I'm actually looking forward to most. Chris, what's up?
Yeah.
I want to say, what do you guys think or feel about having, like, even though the show is like only in its first third, it's like 13 days now, so we still got another 32 days. What do you guys think of any of the like freeloader or inserting other people into the show? Like, how do people feel about that mid-show as contestants?
I'm down for that. I think that should definitely happen. But
I think Ryan was talking about. Oh wait, could I answer that? Ryan was talking. Ryan was talking about something earlier, like last night. He was like, get like a garage or like a band, play in the garage, and literally lock the door so like they won't know what's going on or anything, or just do something like that.
Yo, Josie, what's up?
Yeah, this wasn't an answer to Chris's question, but Frank, have you thought about doing any costumes? I know a couple of days ago you were thinking about how you're going to enter the tank. Have you thought about anything like that?
Yeah, I have, but I don't want to reveal too much before it happens, But it is something I've thought about. I mean, I do have a couple plans for that.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. Fishtank, what's up?
Yo, this is for Chris's question. I can't remember. Someone had this idea like a week ago, but to like have people join in halfway through who are like squatters, and so they're not in the running for like the 25K, but they can still like compete to earn fish bucks or like fuck shit up in the house and just cause mayhem.
Yeah, that's that was Jet's original concept as he dubbed it, a freeloader. But even aside from that, how do you guys feel about? Do you think it's still early enough for like real contestants that would also compete to the 25K to be like inserted like within the next few days?
Personally, I feel it's too late.
You think it's too late?
I feel like it's fine. I know Jet was in Mauro's space the other day, and he was alluding to the tank, like the time frame might be extended. So I feel like it would be okay if it was to be extended like a week or 2.
I feel like if it's like if you're putting people in, add an extra 10. I don't know. I guess I don't know how it would work for the people who've already been there for a really long time, but I think the more people, the better.
Yeah, I agree. I think even though the fish that are already in there have already like formed bonds,
new bonds can be formed.
Yeah, new bonds can be formed, and I think the more the merrier, especially if
new dynamics, new people is always. I think it's good especially when people leave that are not like not planned ejections. I think.
Technically speaking, the 2 eliminations were not.
They were not planned or anything.
They were not planned, and it was not a challenge based elimination. It was.
I think that's what people were waiting for too. Is like the elimination. Like there hasn't been like an elimination challenge yet, right? Like,
and no, there
actually been like eliminated. It's just like.
Yeah, I think it's, and then another reason is that like so many people in the community are like equally big fans of like every contestant. So like there's a part of everyone that like doesn't want anybody to be eliminated just for the sake of the show and for the sake of the
but we have to go through that sort of heartbreak.
Of course.
Hey, Ant, what's up?
Oh, yeah, I'm just saying, like, if we do introduce people midway through the show, I think it's, like, a decent idea to reignite a little bit of fire, but, like, make it, like, a hard re-entry, like maybe give them disadvantages or put them through a little bit more hell to balance it out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, somebody was in here a couple days ago. They had a really good idea. If you were going to bring somebody like Mauro back, for example, you'd have to force them to sleep only in a hammock. They couldn't have any sort of books or anything like that. And yeah, basically just torture him to force him to be more engaging with people.
No bed.
And even
no water, no
on
food.
One other note is like Mauro needs it. He's at that age, like he actually would benefit personally from walking through the fire for a little longer.
I think Mauro coming back is like over. I mean, maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like he's gone, and that's like a closed door. So
I agree with that.
Speaking of fire, what they should do is have him lay in a hammock, and then when he stays in the hammock too long, light a fire underneath him. Then he'll have to get up.
You're literally Josie style set up.
He needs an allotment of time he can sit down, and then after that,
your favorite fish is a quitter, by the way, Joey.
What?
I said your favorite fish is a quitter.
My favorite fish is a quitter.
Yes, sir.
Joey knows how to pick him.
He's on Twitter. He could be in the space right now.
I mean, I'll DM him right now and get him in.
Good, get him.
Yeah, get him in.
I think he's dodging me, bro.
Please.
Hey, Bleach, what's up?
Kind of responding to what Chris is saying about bringing people in. I think that if you brought 2 people in, since there was 2, lost, but have one be a sort of like gaslighter, like freeloader, not in the running, but someone that's purely there for chaos, and then someone that's also there for the running. But to make it more interesting, even have them both come into an elimination challenge. So it's like right into the fire, and it's more like, oh, at least they're up for bat, and not like, oh, we just eliminated someone, we're going to bring people in now.
Possibly. I think the idea of like causing chaos is, I mean, we've been trying to do that the whole time, but it all depends on like, I mean, I think in that regard, like the buildup is the Frank meter. Like once that reaches 100%,
totally.
I think that
today was the chaos's best day too. Cody, what's up? You've had your hand up for a while.
Yeah, I was going off basis Chris's question. I don't know. I think Mauro went out way too fast, and I don't think we need somebody like that again. Because I don't know, someone like that can't stand that bullshit. What's going on in the house, I think you need to bring in somebody more like hard-headed, maybe more level-headed that can actually take the shit. Maybe even just like a fan of who's watching. Maybe that could wreck some shit up. I don't know.
Bring Bennett.
Maybe like a 30-year-old construction worker that's like an alcoholic or something. Somebody who's been through some shit.
Hey, Brennan, what's up?
Hey, man. We were talking about, the idea of the hammocks or anything. Part of me was thinking that, I'm sure everybody misses the outdoors. Make them sleep outside. There's probably a nice big backyard in there. I think it would be a lot of fun, set up hammocks.
Yeah, but if they leave the house, they get eliminated.
But if it's mandated, if you've got the sharks watching, that's all I'm thinking.
Like in the contract, they can't leave the house for any reason.
How do you film people? There's no cameras out there.
Again, my idea the other night of having a camp out in the garage and just decorating the garage like outdoors.
Yeah,
that's a fantastic idea.
My thought was filming it IP2 style, basically making Jet fucking stay up all night filming. But
I think setting up tents in the garage is a nice compromise to going outside, because I don't think they have to go outside.
No, putting some like fake trees out too.
Yeah, like a backdrop.
You could even tell them that they're going to be able to be outside for a day or night. Michael, what's up?
No, I was just basing what I was going to say what Y2K just said. Just have like a nice little camp out in the garage. That would be perfect with like a fake backdrop of the outside. Like a fake ass, like
all right, y'all.
PNG.
Floor is open now, and I'm going to be cycling through some of the requested speakers. For this first hour or two, we're just going to be covering the show, things like this. And I'm only going to let up trusted speakers that have been on before. After that, we'll start the late night, and it's just live streaming and chilling. So open floor.
Hey, by the way, everybody retweet the space, follow those speakers. Awesome.
All right, I'm going to leave real quick to let some other speakers in too. Give it a break, get some new viewers in and stuff too.
Yeah, me too, man.
I just wanted to say that all the people that I've met through this have been really cool. All the guys making memes. You're an integral part of the show. Keep it up.
Frank, I had the
Thank you, Frank.
Pleasure to meet you, man. I'm a huge fan of yours. I had to come on here and suck your cock a little bit, brother. Some of the shit you did where you infiltrated like those Magic the Gathering card tournaments with Sam where you were like a secret agent. The guy that was on editing for those videos was absolutely amazing. But your character, I don't know if you're I think you're like 6'3" or something, dude. You're like a brick wall. The way you walked up the boogies was legendary.
Thanks, bro.
Was fucking legendary. That picture is like flying all over the internet. I just wanted to say it's an absolute pleasure to meet you. I'm going to be working in Toronto doing some stuff, man. If I could ever get the chance to do something with you, man, that'd be a fucking...
Hey, man, if I'm ever in Toronto, I'll hit you up or something like that.
Yeah.
Give me a boom.
And we can go wreak havoc, bro. We can take over a fucking Starbucks. We can go attack the TTC and take it back over from the fucking crackheads, dude. Like, let's figure it out.
Yo, Josh, did you hear about the... I actually walked by it yesterday, and there was a pro drag time story hour protest at the Fort York Library in Toronto.
No, I haven't heard of that.
There was like 80 black bloc people there with like anarcho-communist flags, like trying to defend the drag time story hour stuff.
Wait, was that the one where they were all red? Like they were dressed up like Nazis? Like they were red, like a communist?
Yeah, that was
like
in America.
Spider-Man fighting.
Okay. I don't know about that, but I'm only in Toronto June 1st, so I'm not necessarily situated there yet. But I will be there, and I'm going to be.
All right, y'all. Just to transition, let's get back towards the show as a topic, because like this segment is going to be for people who really want to catch up and know what happened during the day. We got some inside scoop on Frank. Josh, you did all right for the fanboy thing. I generally don't want people doing that. Don't be calling famous people out who are in the speakers. As much as you did it all right, but tighten that shit up too.
No, you're right. I gotta keep it tight, bro. You're right.
Keep that shit tight. There's this saying: act like a fan, be treated like a fan.
Yeah, but before we start talking about,
I'm more of like I consider him, I'm not a peer. I may not be on his level. I'm not on the same level as Frank Castle.
It's all good,
but
man.
You guys better watch out because I'm taking my mans out. I want to work with this man, okay?
All good, bro.
I feel you. I think you did good. I just a little commentary, and I generally don't want people doing that.
Frank, did I do good?
You're all good, man.
Right. Daddy, did I do good?
He clipped that. Right. He clipped that.
So what happened today?
Anyway, fucking going back to what we were talking about a second ago before we like get into the what happened today shit. Fucking one idea I was thinking about. I don't know how well it would work, but you could have people come in and either A, they're only able to work for fish bucks, or B, they're not allowed to work for fish bucks. So like if there's a challenge for fish bucks, either A, they don't get any fish bucks, they're basically just working to make sure nobody else gets any either, or like the only way they're gonna walk away with money is through fish bucks.
I think if people are inserted, they're going to want to, like, the whole draw is winning the full prize, right? Like, I feel like people are going to, if they're going to be inserted, they're going to want to be able to win.
It could be interesting to actually offer jobs, so like house cleaning or toilet bowl cleaning, and see if any of them are willing to actually work.
Isn't Josie the only one that's fucking cleaned? Like,
you could even have it be like drawing. So as a job, just give them like a quota that needs to be put out or requests, and create jobs and see if they're able to keep a job.
Again, my idea the other day of having them do a sweatshop for the merch. So like you get handmade merch by the fish. That'd be something.
Bro, there's so much more that goes into clothing. No hands, and let's keep it rolling on the show. I have a bunch of notes, so I'll
I really
guide
like
it.
the Bible studies that are going on currently with John. I think John's doing a good job leading that.
I really enjoyed him saying that he wishes the Bible was easier to read today.
Did he say that? I've totally missed that.
Yeah, to Josie. It was premium Johnson. He was like, I really like this, but I wish it was easier to read.
Frank, I really like the idea of you bringing in Frank bucks and telling them they're also worth $500 or maybe even more than fish bucks, and just lying to them, and then obviously it's just pieces of paper. Or if you bring fish bucks in, which then devalues the currency, so everything they've already won is now worth less.
I would really like to see Frank just chief a fat blunt in front of all of them, like especially Daniel.
I would like to see him enter combat with the whole fucking house.
Word.
And even just to where to start, I don't know if people stayed up late last night watching, but John was on an absolute tear. I mean, this dude is actually getting funnier, his nighttime stories. Did anyone else see that? I mean, my favorite one was he was calling Obama's wife trans over and over again.
That was fantastic. Which for the record, Google image search Michelle Obama pregnant and see what you come up with.
Oh shit! I actually have never done that. I mean, what do you? No, don't tell. That's actually a good quest.
Yeah, that's a special thing in my heart.
I do feel like John Kent is just aging like fine wine. I feel like he's in a comfort level right now where he can just go on his roles.
I feel like there's a real meta plot that's starting to develop. Like it's more than just John Kent. Like there's this weird dichotomy forming where it's like John's like the good guy. Maybe he's like represents like a Christ-like figure, and then you have Daniel who is almost like, he's like Cain. Like John's like Abel, and Daniel's like Cain. It's like this Cain and Abel story, like a Bible.
I'm sorry. I just remembered that not only did he bring up Michelle Obama, he accused Danny DeVito of being being a female to male trans.
Oh, that was the best one.
Really I completely forgot about that. I've never heard that in my life. That rules.
So maybe people Google that one too. I guess Danny DeVito is a female to male tranny. Just a little John Tent before bed.
I just want to say that Ben has been fucking killing it the entire show, and it's just been getting better and better. At first, people were like, And I would see them in the chat. They're like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what is he talking about? Who is this guy? But each time it's happened, it's gotten so much fucking funnier and so much better. So shout out to Ben. I thought it would be funny to even bring Ben in.
Yeah, his
as
segments
like
were really good. He's wicked funny.
That shit would be crazy. Because he was like, oh, I'm only getting $14 an hour. And they're like, we felt bad for Ben. We're actually going to make him a contestant since he needs the money. And then, he's not going to actually win it, but just like fuck with them. So they're like, oh, I feel bad for him. He's been through a lot of shit. But then it's like, he just like keeps fucking gaslighting them and like doing all that shit. That would be so funny.
Yeah, him and John hugging in the laundry room brought a big feeling in my heart that made me feel good.
He is such a pure heart. He is such a sweet soul, brother. Like,
yeah, for real. And so, when did they wake up? They got a new alarm. That's for sure.
I was to get those demons out of that red hat lady. They need to keep reading the Bible. You saw what happened. She was singed. It burned her fingertips. She couldn't handle the Bible at all.
Yeah, for people that didn't see, they introduced new sound effects through the text-to-speech, and I mean, they went pretty edgy with that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, they were a little bit too close to the speaker, but it was very funny. It was just a little bit loud over TTS, but it was pretty funny.
I really
Frank, you should hit on Sylvia when you go in there.
I sent Mauro a link to the space. I hope he joins.
I just DM'd him too. I don't think he's online right now, but he'll probably be in here soon.
You guys should crucify John.
Yeah, I mean, Mauro just needs to know, like, we're all homies. If he wants to be a homie, he can be a homie. If he doesn't, and he wants to, like, push us away or something, then, that'll have its own
I need to
course,
see Mauro and Frank do, like, a luchador, like, WWE-style fight. It would be crazy.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Sumo wrestling?
Please. It'll be like some Tekken shit with like the bear and like one of those big ass.
It's too bad, bro. He went home. He took his ball and he went home. So that's the table, I guess.
Frank, who do you have money on? Who do you think is gonna win?
If I was a betting man, I would say John probably, just because he's the most entertaining by like a pretty decent margin. But other than that, I don't know. Josie's
John,
cool, but she doesn't do. I mean, she does stuff, but. Like, I don't know.
John's really becoming the star.
John is the star, and John seems to be in it to win it. And I don't know. I can respect that.
Frank, I think it's coming to him naturally. I don't think he's trying all that hard. I think he's just like, to those who have, everything shall be given. To those who don't have, everything shall be taken. John's like on the good side of that equation.
What are your thoughts on Vance, Frank?
Vance is cool. He's been pretty entertaining so far, I think. My lens of like what I think about people is how have they been entertaining? Have they been doing shit? And Vance seems like he's been doing shit, and he's been pretty entertaining. So
I actually have formed a pretty strong opinion about Vance. He is all in his head. He's always planning. He's trying to foresee all the like strategy or whatever. He's calculating. It's like that Sunny in Philadelphia meme where he has the like map with all the tax on it and shit. But he's no action.
Yeah, I want to see action, man. I want to see the drama.
I want to see push-ups.
We don't have challenge, like mess with people, Take somebody's hot dog, so they're doing the hot dog eating challenge.
I feel like Letty is at her breaking point right now with today's challenge with Daniel going a little ape shit. That was really quality content.
Yeah, I'd say that was the biggest moment today. Does anyone think, before we get into that, does anyone think there was a bigger moment than Daniel and Letty in that room?
No, I think it's right there. I think the Ben telling everyone that he hated them, or that is probably one of the bigger things.
What was the challenge today? I didn't see it.
I don't know if Gold Striker came today. There
wasn't one.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
It wasn't quite a challenge, and it's a little hazy for me, but they were basically just trying to use the TTS and what seemed like a walkie-talkie to break people in a room.
Okay, cool.
It was a Guantanamo situation, like a total Guantanamo situation. It was really good.
Do you guys think Damiel was being legit though? Because like I figured he was fucking around, and then like if he was being legit, I would think it came after Letty was like, "You're annoying," you know.
He's so good.
He's real.
I really don't know. You can never.
He's evil, man. He's the bad guy. He's totally the bad guy. He's like Scar from fucking Lion King, man.
Nah, bro. He's like an anti-hero for real. Like
he's not an anti-hero.
He's dealing with all this shit, bro.
He's not like
he's gonna overcome.
No, he's
shit, bro.
I can see it in his eyes, man. The darkness, the fucking rolling darkness, man.
Anybody that ever watched wrestling, he's Razor Ramon. He's Scott Hall.
Honestly, I think he's in detox right now. We're gonna see a different Damiel if he stays in there a week from now, 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, as he literally detoxes from the lifestyle that he had going in. And I think that's what we're actually witnessing.
He reminds me of Ganondorf from Legend of Zelda, like straight up. Like the way he was laughing, like he was doing gambling. Like the first thing he posted when he got out of the tank, he was like gambling.
Are you
like,
saying
he's got
that
$100
skin is brown?
Whoa.
Get his like green, bro.
No, actually, he's a Gerudo, so technically,
it's true.
Yeah,
Dark skin and red hair.
He thinks he's Irish.
Ganondorf.
He thinks he's Irish. He said he's like I'm part Irish, right?
You know what? I can say that because I have an iron knuckle tattoo.
So the question is he Ganondorf from Lord of the Rings in his white wizard or gray wizard, or is he Ganon?
That was Zelda. He's like ready to take over Hyrule. Like he wants to take it from the princess. He wants to take. Link is like John. Okay, he's the hero of time. Okay, he's the man between worlds. He's the one.
A little off topic, but that new Zelda game coming out, I am fucking hyped.
Oh, bro, we're all hyped for that shit. Yeah, Nintendo's coming out with that. You can drive around little cars, get boats going and stuff, fly around. You know. Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. So in that room, who here has like a good understanding of what actually happened in that room?
The John and Letty room?
Yeah, the John and Letty. Like how'd that start?
It started with John talking to Vance Letty told Vance earlier, or Letty told Sean earlier that she didn't trust Vance. Then John told Vance that Letty didn't trust Vance. Then at some point, the two of them get in a room, and most importantly, they basically were just talking. The best part was her asking John what he was thinking about, and it took him a solid 30 seconds before he gave an answer, and he didn't answer it. He wasn't thinking anything. He's fucking retarded. But the best part of it was the chat mentioned, which, you know, hey, I don't want to say anything about pictures being leaked, you know, that are of nobody should see. But I did enjoy the fact that the second it got brought up, John was like, hey, we should go downstairs. And
we should go downstairs.
We should go downstairs.
Damn, dude, he's fucking hero, because like that actually is not White Knight. White Knights are try-hard, pathetic losers. If you're actually kind of like standing in front of the arrow right there, I mean, that's some respect. He could pick a better damsel.
He's the absolute Chad virgin.
Someone said he has autistic Riz, and I think that's exactly what it is.
Wiz.
Oh, bro, that's hilarious.
I guess currently what's happening, I'm getting from a Goku poster that John and Letty are in a heated debate right now about men versus women.
All right. Well, maybe in our after show, we'll really start digging into
I just wanted to make one more point
is.
about John before we move on. Sorry to interrupt. But my last point about John is I think what John has taught me, and because I think he's a teacher in a way, and you guys call him dumb, you say he's retired, and then that's true. He is, you know, just the way he talks, you know. But I want to say something about simplicity, okay? What John's taught me is that hatred is a greater pitfall than stupidity. All right. Abel and Cain, ladies and gentlemen. When you're focused on your brother and you're too focused, like, for example, when you're acting like a Daniel, when you're like, damn, Daniel, and you're sitting there looking at your brother and he's just too stupid doing stupid shit and you're just being irked instead of focusing on your own grind, John is never worried about anyone else. He's always focusing on himself. Like, I've met people like John. I remember when I was a kid, like, I used to make fun of them. I used to kind of hate on those kids. Man, there's something, like, telling you, it's good and evil. There's a battle between good and evil happening in that fucking house. That's all I got to say.
God damn.
Floor's open. Anyone have a comment on that?
Praise be to God. That's all I got to say.
Praise be to God. No, they can't make us slaves. We're going to take over this fucking country. These little Starbucks, these little institutions, we're going to fucking... That's what I want to do. Anyways, not fanboying, but Frank, if you ever come to Toronto and we make some videos, we're going to bring down the institution. We're going to make a mockery of these people.
There he goes again.
Okay, sorry.
We're going inside that Starbucks. We're making our own coffee. We're not paying $15.
Oh, where'd Queso go?
Bye.
I wanted to ask Chris, as far as like suggestions go, I know that they don't have any like, technology and whatnot, but do you think that they would ever get music? And if so, I think it should be like records so that they can't like, skip through and kind of be like, oh, I don't want to listen to that. They have to like choose the whole record, pick through it and whatnot. But what's your thoughts on that?
That would be cool. Give him the record player or
with like good music though, like classic good music.
Yeah, like Blade.
Yeah, we'll get a Blade vinyl in there. But I haven't been there in a while. I haven't really talked to them. Maybe we can get them like a record player. I mean, I've early on in the show, I wanted to like get them some sort of music player, but again, what the show was on day 3 is not what it's like on day 13. So,
100%.
A lot has changed. But
hey, by the way, I'm trying to convince Mauro to join the space right now. He's like, "Oh, my biggest fan's in here right now. Maybe I should come back in an hour."
Bro, he should, man.
Yeah. And he's too scared
we
of
have
Frank.
no hate.
Yo, settle the beef live.
I'm trying to get him in here to like listen. Hey, Frank's not going to fuck with you. He's just having fun.
Frank, maybe if you leave and then we get him in and then you go again.
No.
Okay, he just said he will come in the space if Frank's in here, irrespective or not. But he's busy, so he'll be here in 1 hour.
That's perfect timing.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
that
actually,
work,
that is perfect.
Yeah, because it will be the future show, so that's pretty good. If Frank is going to stay that long, he's got shit to do.
Yeah, but we can talk. We can talk to him through it and stuff.
Whatever.
It doesn't really matter.
I'll come back. If not, I won't. It's all good.
All good.
Yeah, for now, I think we should touch back more on the autism because, I mean, like we all joke about it. We all know he has autism. He has the lisp and everything. He's retarded. But like, I think it's kind of interesting to see how it actually affects his interactions and like how his mannerisms differ from the other contestants. Because like someone mentioned autistic Riz, and as someone who's autistic myself, like that is real. Like the unintentional Riz, where you're like doing things that you aren't aware has like connotations, but it's like driving a girl crazy. I think we might be seeing that with John and Letty, because Letty's obviously like I think she's smarter than him in some ways, but he's gonna get to her eventually. Like just doing push-ups everywhere, asserting his dominance. Like he's gonna fall victim to the John autistic Riz.
No, he's speaking truth.
I feel like Letty just got eyes on that condom that he got on the loot box last night and was just like, let's go. Because I believe last night during the conversation with Vance, John was like, oh, Letty was rubbing my leg with her feet and it was making me really uncomfortable and shit. So I feel like Letty is just like, I need to fuck, I guess.
Mauro did definitely confirm last night that John does not have 3 kids and a wife. Maybe someday, though, on this fucking path, he's going to have the most retarded family ever. But he does have a girlfriend, and Mauro saw pictures.
Yeah. Oh, and fair warning. When
Is she what?
I didn't ask, but fair warning: when Mauro gets in here, Mauro's mic is shit. And also Mauro doesn't know how to use Space. I was trying to be co-host of Mauro's Space to like moderate because it was just a fucking nightmare last night, and it gave me a big headache, and I went to bed. So just be prepared. He doesn't know how to mute. He doesn't know anything. So just
we get that man an iPhone 14.
He could have if he stayed in the fucking tank. He would have had like $30,000. But
a side note: would anybody be interested if we got Nick Minos, the financial advisor, in the space?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, get him
Hell
in.
yeah, dude.
I would
Hell
love
yeah.
to break down the finances, dude.
I don't think I'm following him either. Shit.
I just texted him. I'll see if he can get in the space tonight.
Can you DM me his username? Because then when he people I follow pop up to the top of the request.
Yeah. I'll DM you his Twitter. One sec.
You should just post his Twitter if he's cool with that, because I'd like to follow him too.
Chris, I'd love to talk about Cinco de Mayo with you. I don't know if this is allowed.
I just put his I think this is Cominos' Twitter right here, because he responded to the meme I made, and I was like, is this him? And it looks like him, but I'm not sure.
What is the
Does John have any Instagram or Twitter or anything? I feel like he's...
Yeah, he does.
Business Jack 2022.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
not like actual socials, nothing interesting.
It's a mess. I mean, I'm still actually next week, I'm going to purchase something off his Streets dropship store because I like collecting obscure shit like that. But it's an absolute mess. I mean, when he first came on the show, his Instagram was Business Jack 22, and business was misspelled. It was business.
He's got an impediment, bro.
So apparently, Nick Cominos is in the space right now. It's his @ is one Cominos, COMINOS. Cominos.
I think Angel James
Just
has
he needs to hit request in the bottom left
request,
corner.
brother. We can't find you.
Hey, Anon, you can go ahead and bump me and put him in.
And his ad is pinned at the top too.
Okay, I just told him to request.
Frank, if you couldn't find it, I sent you John's Instagram too.
Thank you.
Just so someone knows, I can't figure out whose mic it is, but it's like your mic is hitting your chair or plastic, and it just sounds like a burp.
Frank's been burping for a little bit.
Well,
Was that
all
me?
right.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I have no idea.
No, I mean,
He has so much gas that needs to escape.
Cominos
one thing
requested.
One thing, Chris, you might be able to provide clarity. I'm not sure if you even know. There's a new TTS rule, no strategy snitching, and the TTS was just nonstop during it. Do we know what that actually means?
I'm not sure. I honestly do not know what that is.
Jed explained it as basically like you can't, like in the TTS, like you basically can't say what people have been talking about. So a lot of the people in TTS are like, oh, Vance and Letty are talking shit about you, John, and stuff like they're not going to allow that stuff anymore. They stopped it though, like a couple days ago, but now they're like officially kind of putting it out there.
Okay. Yeah. So Nick Cominos, the financial advisor, he just requested it. Zan Thippy is his display name, but it's one Cominos shirt. I don't know if you see that.
Do either of you see that request? I don't see it on mine.
Yeah,
I see it.
The co-hosts they can look to.
Zan Thippy is his display name, and I'll have him request it again. But 1 second. But yeah, it's Nick. He's holding up a one on his profile picture. I don't know if you guys can see that, but
looks like a check because he makes checks.
No. Nick, can you DM me real quick and then we'll try that route?
Real quick, Chris. So Cinco de Mayo is coming up. Do you think there's a potential mariachi band? I know the alleged elimination is happening on Cinco de Mayo, but could we possibly get a mariachi band in there?
I think maybe a pinata.
Maybe a mariachi band to announce their departure.
Yeah,
I think
that
that'd be the
would be so
worst way to
great.
get kicked off a show.
I asked Jason the other day if he was going to bring, like before Mauro left, if he was going to bring him a mariachi band and a taco guy, and he said he'll think about it. So
I think a mariachi band for Cinco de Mayo would be fucking awesome. Yeah, I'm sure we could arrange that before the 5th. So yeah, that'd be.
Get one for like $100.
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't know what a mariachi band costs in these parts, but I'm sure we can get one.
It's too bad Mauro won't be there for that. It sucks that he quit and went home.
Mauro would have been the guy to appreciate it the most, honestly. So
I don't see why he would. Hawaiian. He's Hawaiian. Yeah, I don't think Hawaiians have mariachi bands.
True.
They do.
He would have loved it.
But honestly, I mean, in terms of Hawaiians, I think Damiel might as well be a Hawaiian the way he be fucking eating that Spam.
Yeah, for real. He got so excited that was that night 2 or something? Hear that Spam cooking?
He said Mauro burnt the Spam though when he ate it. He said he could have made it better than Mauro.
How do you fuck up cooking Spam? I'm still not over that. Like, how do they fuck that up that bad?
Well, didn't John eat it raw out of the fucking can?
I mean, but
and then he got mad about it.
They need to get John some raw liver. I think we need to get him on the primal diet.
Hey, Anon, I'm Ian Zan. Oh, there we go. Never mind.
Hey guys, excuse me.
Yo, what's up, brother?
Speaking up now, just so there's no confusion. I think I'm on here. I'm good. How's everything? Thanks for asking.
Yeah, bro. I've really enjoyed your cameos on it. I think, first off, who came up with that? Because it is genius.
That's a really good point. It definitely was Jet. There's no doubt about it. Chris B9 had just put me on to sliding through to the fish tank house, and it was just kind of serendipitous of him to just recognize the background and put that into effect. And if I can be honest, you might notice how often I step out and go down to consult with them. And so it's definitely between Jet, Ben, you got Taxon, B9, a couple other heads, Jason obviously, just really trying to coordinate everything. And I think you guys noticed me recognize how many layers of shenanigans as I put in my Twitter. It's it kind of caught me off guard in recognizing kind of every day what they have really going on there. So I hope that answers that.
Yeah, for real. So everyone in here, real quick, follow Xanthippe. He's on the show. The more support we can give to the crew that is making this happen, the better. Another question is, damn, I dropped it. Hey, let's put hands up questions for him. I guess what inspired the idea to talk about actual financial budgeting and e-commerce and things that would actually help them manage their money on the way out of this? Where did that actually? Is that the intention there, or was it just kind of a joke and it landed that way?
Yeah, no, I totally see where your questions come from. And first of all, let me just say, thanks for shouting me out like that. Don't really get that ever. So, I just want to shout out to B9 too. He kind of made a lot of these connections for me. So, B9 Tumor, people recognize that. But yeah, to answer your question, clearly, these guys recognize me because I'm involved in their lives in a background sense. I've actually jumped in with different Sam Hyde stuff, just on some rare footage type stuff, just here and there. So me having an extended vaccine exposure to them, they got a chance to understand me. I have actual background in doing Amazon business, managing, just different things. And I do draw on a lot of my personal life. It's kind of hard not to when they're drawing on my personal life, right? It might be really hard for you guys to know when I'm making something up or when I'm like actually like just got to talk about something because it's like it's just a memory, right? And just to be clear, me having that Amazon background, the first time I went in there, it was just, hey, tell them about how to set up an Amazon thing. And Bo Crable's an actual, I don't know if the phrase is leader, but he's an actual coach for Amazon training. You can actually look that guy up. Bo Crable has what he calls the online retail mastery class. I think even the things that I said there might like screw up my little relationship with him. I might have spilled some beans a little bit, but I kind of just was trying to point out to these guys a precedent that was my background, and they could take what my model was and apply it to their personal gigs. And it took me a lot of asking them personal questions to recognize like how to apply it to them. So that's kind of what.
Sorry to interrupt everybody. I just wanted to let everybody know that our brother Mauro is here. Oh, yeah. Much love to you. How's it going?
Big ups to Mauro. What's up, bro?
There he is.
Welcome, bro. Feel free to ask a question too. Right now we have Comino in here explaining his role on the show and kind of what went behind that. If anyone has questions for him, raise your hand, and Mauro, you can too. Then we'll kind of turn it around and start talking to Mauro or wherever it leads. So, Chaos, what's up?
You can let Scott or Bleach go first. They had their hands before me.
Bleach, what's up?
Yo, what's up? I was just going to say to Cominos, I thought it was really smart, and I really like the way that you kind of laid everything out for them. I think a lot of people forget is that, the people that sought this show out, in a way, want this prize for something in their own life, whether it be an investment in their own business, or their, for someone like Daniel, it would.
How about a question?
Well, listen, I can point out.
You have a question?
I can point out. I think I can allude to what he's getting at. To be really clear, they did when I was pointing out how I went downstairs a lot. Just to be clear, they weren't just saying like they're coming at this like they're investing into me, paying me this money to get this accomplished, right? So right, they're trying to ask me to do very subtle things that actually they believe are going to make a difference. So they're trying to, each little event, if you don't know it, is actually designed to draw out a different like behavior or character of these guys, because it's a competition, right? So in the light of a competition, nothing too more serious than that. They're just it's like a fear factor, of an experience. It's just called the fish tank. So I don't know, is that kind of what you were getting at, Bleach? Or am I kind of like mixed up in that? Maybe that was like something that I could point out. I don't know if Mauro felt like that was the case at all. I only got the limited experience because I didn't get a chance to see him on that second cameo. If that makes sense.
No, everybody make sure to retweet the space.
Yo, and so Mauro,
Bleach, you're up, bro. Yeah. What's up?
I was just saying he kind of got the gist of what I was getting at. It was cool to see how each person was approaching the kind of concept of financial responsibility with the money that they're going to win.
Yeah. I think that second cameo, they got a chance to dive into that. And just to be clear, that was like Ben, Jet, and Taxon. They were down there with Sam Hyde. It's kind of hard to recognize whether to call him Jason or Sam Hyde, but I think you guys recognize him as Sam Hyde. apparently I'm supposed to refer to him as Jason. So if I cameo again, fingers crossed, there's something behind it. You could understand that you're going to learn something new about the competitors in the competition there at Fish Tank. The fish.
Yeah, man. I mean, I love that. What other reality show actually cares enough about the contestants to give them lessons on financial planning while they're there? And just Bleach. And in general, I'm trying for this first hour or two, since a lot of the listeners have limited time, just kind of get some interviews in, recap the show for people with limited time. So people will notice I'm pushing a little bit faster. No disrespect. I love all you. Scott, what's up?
What's up? So Cominos, I'm trying to figure this out, fucking, because it's like you said, I don't know exactly what was like you messing around and what was legit. So like you are you like a legit financial like advisor or anything like that? And if so, how did you end up getting into that?
So without trying to like divulge too much, because there's a lot of creativity that comes from it. Like I said, I have that legit background in the Amazon retail from doing the Bo Crable online retail mastery. So when I'm talking about like different modules that existed, and I was like writing down like a list, right? I had that like little notebook. It was like awkward because it was like I was trying to write it at one point, and then it was like, nah, I had to just have it done before I talked to them and stuff. But like there was a part of which like, okay, I went up there. I like everything was legit. It was how what they wanted it to, but they wanted to. They're if you guys, I don't know if you pay attention to all the stuff you guys are posting about with Twitter. Like you can just see all the stunts they're pulling on these guys, and like one of the things that came up in the interview is like how often they have to clean up after themselves, maybe, or not, or maybe that will come up under a different circumstance, but you might see how often they're cleaning up after themselves. And I think you can see how it's getting under their skins, right? And the TTSs are making a lot of noise about it. And just to be clear, I'm just trying to emphasize that they pulled me out and they sent me back in to do a full hour bit, right, in the first cameo. So my point is I have real content, and then it's just like they're executing the production.
Yeah. So
let's hear from Mauro.
Big ups to Mauro. And just another shout out. Follow Xanthipy while you're here. Follow Mauro. Everyone's following Mauro, but follow Xanthipy. He's in the show. Might make more cameos. And we appreciate you, bro. Chaos, what's up?
Angel James has a question for Mauro. Could he ask him a question?
Yeah, what's up?
Well, he's not speaking, I guess. He's in the audience.
Oh, okay. DM me, whoever that is, and I'll try to.
Also, by the way, they made Jet literally just sent a tweet out. It's a little note. It says, "We made Vance apologize to Nick Cominos," and they made Nick write a whole little speech to Nick apologizing to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna save a comment. Oh, that might be a little exclusive content. That's kind of funny. I wonder if he. Yo, B9, do you know if he knows I'm talking right now? Did you inform him?
Who, Vance?
Well, Jet for that matter. See, they might have done. See, that's the whole thing. They're taking advantage of like the spontaneity of the act of what the different events are that they have set up. Because like, I'm there's you got to recognize, like, you guys are, what you appreciated from before, a couple of you guys already, how these competitors have their own gist of who they are and what they're bringing to the table and what they want from it. And it's kind of crazy. Besides the fact that like the more you guys get involved with TTS and everything like that, the thing with Vance is, if you guys didn't notice, there's like a crazy trend right now, and where I don't know how much you guys are on it, but people that are really into it are like either they saw something happen to Vance that was really unique, and some people are riding the wave and trying to build them up, and some people are trying to put them down. And the key reason why that was is you saw Jet say, "Hey, go meaner," right? And for whatever reason, I just say, "Look, Vance, you're becoming a problem." And that I guess was. I mean, I couldn't keep my own composure to the effect that like I did somehow, right? And you saw Jet freak, and he got out of there right at that point, because it set the tone, and he was really on his heels. Well, now
is this new Vance lore?
What is it?
Is this new Vance lore?
Well, I mean, it's in the TTS. So if you're on fishtank Live, you can witness how often the TTS, like, people are either building him up or putting him down, because you'll see some people say like, "Oh, what's the end game, Vance?" And like, if you guys really pay attention, if he's gonna either develop an end game of what his persona is as his competitor character. Otherwise, he's standing there like talking to the monologues for no reason, and that was what his interview was about.
Mauro, what's your take on Vance from your experience at Fish Tank?
Hi everyone. So my take on Vance is he was a really chill guy. I didn't really connect with him that much. But I think he's a good guy. One time he like saw me upset, and he came up to me and asked if I was okay. And every time he saw someone upset or that they weren't doing well, he would ask them the same. So I think he's a genuine cool guy.
Mauro, honestly, thank you so much for joining the space. Coming from somebody who works on the production, we absolutely love the time that you spent here. It was so awesome, and I just want to say thanks again for joining the space and taking your time to talk to us.
No, thank you guys. Thank you guys for giving me the opportunity. And, like I said, I'm going to say it always. I really appreciate it.
One sec, y'all. 1 sec. So for the first round right here, let's put up hands, and then I think we'll kind of open it up for free discussion. But if anyone has direct questions for Mauro, let's just get those out of the way rapid fire.
Yeah, throw your hand up right now. All right, let's start.
Angel James, put your hand up.
Hi, Mauro. I have a bone to pick with you. Last night, I sent you a message, and also I was in the Twitter space with you, and I said, I want to interview you. And you have yet to message me back, Mauro. We've got it going now.
No, I'll message you back after this. I've been kind of going back and forth all day, but no, definitely I'm down with it.
Yeah, nice
all right.
to meet you, Mauro.
We just had one of these moments. Anyone who comes up, there are hundreds of people listening, and especially these first 2 hours, I'm changing evolving the format to maybe make it like a podcast-ish thing for people to catch up and get interviews real quick before we just talk shit and shoot the shit. So please, no none of that shit. Any questions? Otherwise, let's just open it up and. All right.
Wow. How's the beef between you and Frank Hassel? Do you really know who he is, or what happened?
I have no idea who he is. I have no idea who he is, but I haven't heard anything good about him.
I just wish you hasn't quit, bro. That's all.
Why don't you go in and entertain the people?
I will eventually.
Well, do it. Keep kissing ass. Well, do it.
I mean, you're sitting at home, bro.
Okay, because of my decision. I wanted to sit at home. What about it?
Yeah, you did. And now you're talking a bunch of shit online. Why didn't you do that when you were on the show?
You're the one who started talking shit. Wait, it's none of your fucking business. I left.
Okay, guys.
All right. So we're
it's
seeing
all love here, guys.
Yeah,
actually, you for being a quitter, bro.
Sorry, muting everyone for 1 second. Let's get a little back and forth. It's getting a little heated. So Mauro, like, when did you form your opinion of Frank?
So like I was saying, I didn't have that much time today, but I had to stop by to say hi to my biggest fan, Frank. He's been like obsessed with me ever since I left. But my opinion on Frank, I did not know shit about Frank. He's been like tweeting about me since I got out of the house. He said that
I sent one tweet.
No, you sent various and you deleted a lot of them.
I sent one and I deleted it.
No, you said various and you
Because I
deleted
felt bad. I didn't want to hurt your feelings.
I felt bad. You hurt my feelings? You hurt my feelings, bro, please. I'm not one of those little bitches who you think on
you kind of are a bitch. You quit on like day 9.
Because I wanted to and because I felt like it. And what about it? Go keep kissing ass so you can get on the show.
I feel like this is one of those moments in prison where like Mauro has now entered our like Twitter prison of everyone watching, and he picked the biggest and baddest dude to go punch in the face.
Exactly. This is what this is.
I don't care if he's the biggest and the baddest. I don't give a fuck. Truly, I mean,
it's good to see this energy after you left the show and you went home.
I have this energy all the time, Frank. All the time.
Where was it? We didn't see it.
Various people on there.
He was resting. He was preserving it.
He was reading 100 pages of Halo: Fall of Reach.
Yeah, I bet you can't read that much.
I've read that entire book, dude. You don't know the Halo lore like I do.
I have this energy various times. Go on YouTube. You didn't stalk me that well. You're my biggest fan, but you need to do some more research.
I'm not really a fan.
I'm the biggest fan. Excuse me. I'm the biggest fan.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Joey. Just one sec between Mauro and Frank. Joey, how's this make you feel, dude? Like, are you torn? Because for people just tuning in, Joey is legitimately been Mauro's biggest fan, biggest bro. How you feeling, dude?
I feel great right now. I don't know what else to say, but let's just keep this rolling, guys. Come on. Let's get some more questions from Mauro from some other people.
Just saying, in defense of Mauro, he did have this energy when he stood up to John, and he was on
absolutely,
his ass on it.
And he called Voldemort out as well.
Yeah, I want Mauro to go back on the show. Like, if there's one contestant who could fly back and I think be legitimately right to win the full prize, it's Mauro.
Yeah, Mauro, why don't you go back on the show, man? All the doors are open. Why don't you do it?
I don't know. I mean, you've been wanting to get on there, Frank. I might give you the opportunity.
It's not really about me, though, right? It's about you.
I want to give you the opportunity. You can go and beg a little more.
You don't need to give me the opportunity.
I'm going to give you the chance to maybe beg more, and hopefully they choose you.
That's really benevolent of you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Of course, always. Anytime.
So you're not going back on the show?
I don't know.
You don't know? You're not sure?
I'm not sure.
That's a no, then.
And I'm not sure.
That's a no.
I'm not
All
sure.
right.
I have a question for Mauro. If you're not going back on the show, do you have any plans for like any future career moves? Do you want to be an influencer? Do you want to maybe get some more roles, go on another reality TV show?
I mean, I would definitely like to go on more reality TV. And as for social media, right now I'm just having fun with it. And I'm, replying and liking everything that like people say that they want to talk to me. I'm just
you can play a boulder or something.
I can watch
chair.
Oh, you can play it then. You already
you can
are.
be the couch the porn stars fuck on.
And you can be the girl that when they come on their face. You can that's you.
No, absolutely not.
Absolutely yes.
That's not Frank. No, it's not
but
Frank.
You're the couch still. You're still the couch.
And
you're
like,
the comeback.
If Frank gets upset, I'm worried for my own safety for you, Mauro.
Same, bro. Same.
I don't care.
You won't like him when he's angry.
It's okay. I'm not afraid of Frank. I'm not afraid of anyone. I don't give a
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I think Mauro can handle this. Mauro is like the biggest badass I've ever seen. So.
Okay, I do want to butt in here and say, Mauro, you might not be scared of Frank, but this man got shot at by Boogie2988, and he didn't even flinch.
Exactly.
That should speak some volumes.
Bro was bulletproof.
Good for him. Honestly, good for him.
And just like behind the scenes, Mauro, you're kind of just entering this warped reality we've been creating. Like behind everything, it's all love. So, people have spats, even Frank and stuff. Of course. At the end of the day, like we're just trying to have fun, and we might not like each other even, but I do wish the best for you for sure.
Except for Ron Uradke, that's real beef with Frank. Then fuck Ron
I hope the
Uradke.
next job you get, you don't quit in 9 days.
Well, I hope the next job you were trying to look for, you don't beg as much.
Okay.
Mauro, question for you. Earlier today, somebody said something about Pod Awful offering to fly you back out to the house to have you back on. Would you do that?
I didn't see that, honestly. I'm not sure. I mean, right now it's not really even up to me. So I don't know. I'm not sure.
Well, Jet last night seemed pretty open to having you back, or even back as a shark. So
yeah, I mean, I don't know. Right now, I just feel like we would.
You should at least go back as a shark. That'd be sick.
Yeah, that would be really cool. But yeah, we'll have to
You
talk
should
about
do
that.
it, bro. You should go back.
You got to do it, man.
Everybody
wants you to. I don't think you realize this.
Yeah,
especially because we've just gotten to know like these other sides of you, and you don't take shit from nobody when you have your headset. So I think if you went back in, we would just see another Mauro, and it would just be epic.
Yeah, thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys.
Honestly, take this energy back in there.
I would love to see this energy come to Letty.
Today. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. We're gonna have to talk about it. I don't know yet.
Mauro, I have a question, and this might be top secret, but I don't know. I'm gonna say it anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Are you doing an interview with any sort of cable network as of recently?
Yeah.
Can you divulge any of that?
I think I can. It's just a cable network. I don't even remember what it's called, to be honest, but I think they got Sam's approval for the clips of the show, so I think I'm going to do it this week. I think I'm going to go and do it. But
shit, breaking news right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Breaking news.
Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news.
That's really
all right. Let's go ahead and even open up the floor a little bit more. We don't, we will see how the relationship between Frank and Mauro evolves. Maybe they'll turn out to be best bros, because I know some of my best friends in life, we started out at each other's throats.
Best chud buds.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Mauro, what martial arts techniques would you use against Frank if you had to defend yourself in a life or death situation?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what I would do.
I feel like I could just hold you onto your back and it would be over, probably, like a turtle.
Hey, James, what's up?
You look like a fucking disgusting monster, so I don't know if I would go at it with you. But
Mauro, I think you need to prove you're not afraid of Frank, and you need to just DM him your full address right now and see what happens.
No,
so true.
DM Frank your full address, show him you're not afraid, and see what happens. I think I'm Team Mauro. I believe in you, bro.
All right. We got some people on Mauro. I'm a Mauro bro right now. So you picking on? I'll send
Mauro.
I'm too afraid.
No, I would, but just the things that I've heard this past couple of hours about Frank, I don't really know if I want someone like that having my address.
Why not?
So
I mean, would you not want him in your house?
No, I don't want like some.
I think if Frank showed up and you just offered him, be like, "Hey, dude, you want a Modelo? You want a beer of my people?" I think it would go smoothly.
I would drink a Modelo.
Hey, wait, I have a question.
Modelo?
I would drink a Modelo.
I love Modelo.
I have a question for both Mauro and Frank. How much do you guys both? What's your height and your weight, respectively?
My height is 5'9" and my weight is 400 according to Sam.
How much? Frank?
6'3", 275.
Yeah, you guys can do a boxing match.
Boxing match, dude. Boxing.
Fuck him up. Just one roundhouse kick to the skull and you got him down.
I'm not going to lie. I mean, Frank would probably fuck me up, but that's not going to stop me from, talking my shit or say what I have to say. So.
Yeah, no.
What if that boxing match was a huge payday? Would you be interested in that? Like if we got Keemstar involved in that?
For the right amount, of course. I mean, I'm down to get
No, you get
Morrow,
knocked out is the
let's
idea.
do it.
Well, for the right amount of money, I'm down.
I mean, what if like Sam's a good trainer? If he trained you to fight Frank Hassel, would you do it? And like, like genuinely try to win, not just for the money.
Well, I would try, but also
Yo,
just for
you
the money.
remember Brandon Buckingham got some help from him.
Real.
Just remember, man, life is about more than money. You can have higher aspirations and be driven by great things.
All right.
I think you should defend your honor here, not just for the money.
So I would say just so we're not tiring Mauro out, hey, we appreciate you coming into space.
Yeah,
you know, this is an evolving situation. And any last like comments that are not shitty?
No, I mean, I didn't really have much time. I told Joey that I was going to come in an hour, but I just had to make some time for my biggest fan. And
thank you for coming in again, brother. Much love to you.
I appreciate all the support, and I'm glad to meet my biggest fan, Frank.
Mauro, last question, just really quick. Last question: would you ever go on a like trivia show with Frank about Halo lore? Since you spent so much time with the Fall of Reach.
Yeah, of course I'm down. I just need to finish reading it. I still don't finish reading it, but I'm down.
Also, there's more books in that series. It's a fantastic series, very entertaining.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to go back to it.
All right, thank you so much, Mauro. Please.
All right, Mauro, you can chill if you want. Our after hours, which is just like watching the show together and talking, starts around in about 30 minutes. So feel free to drop in at any time. You're always welcome. It won't always be this heated unless you guys keep going, which would be hilarious. But we appreciate having you, bro.
Yeah, no, if I have time, I'll be back. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Thanks, Mauro, for being here.
Love Mauro. We love Mauro.
That kid's got goal.
I can't believe you went at Frank like that. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was wild. I don't like to dick ride, but I like the cut of that kid's jib.
That was fucking wild.
He got balls.
He does.
You do kind of see like the difference between us being behind computers and how tough we can kind of be compared to on the show, and there was a lot of laying around.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I just feel like if you're even in the presence of Frank, like that would just be so fucking terrifying. Like just him describing his stats, like.
Bro, Frank is a lovable bear. Have you watched his content?
Oh yeah. I'm a fan. I'm not sucking his dick or anything, but you know.
And I will correct myself a little bit that Mauro was the one to really give it to John and whatnot.
He was, yeah, no.
Yeah, can you explain that?
Sure. When he popped off, like, there was a situation where like John was trying to save Simmons in a way, or I don't know if I can say his name. He was going around stealing babies, and he stole Mauro's baby, and Mauro just snapped and was calling him a retard. And he also told him that he needs to brush his teeth and shower because he smelled like shit. So, it was, and that was the day that he left when the Voldemort got eliminated, and then Mauro left.
No, good point. Thank you for clearing that up. See, it's hard for me to follow everything. So thanks for taking the time. I definitely wanted to point out something. I think you guys are clearly aware of Frank gonna feature possibly under certain circumstances or not. Or if that's like something awkward of me to say. I wanted to ask a couple questions if that was cool, Frank.
I don't believe Frank is still in.
Yeah, Frank just out.
I just noticed that.
He's en route to Mars house.
That's all right. That's okay.
All right. So it looks like Mauro doesn't actually want to go back on this show.
Oh, Frank's back, Nick, if you would like to ask.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, do I got the floor real quick to ask him? Does he have it? Is he, Word,
Yeah, homie.
bro. Basically, you going in there, did you have a plan of what you were going to do? Are you going to go in as a competitor? Are you featuring like as a cameo? I just wanted to know what the difference was for you.
You asking me?
Yes, sir.
It's going to be my phone died. It's going to be more of a cameo, I think.
Nice. I think if you guys didn't know if there was a season 2, I did recognize that if there was one, that a role that I might play is going in there the first week and just breaking them down, kind of like Vance and their weaknesses and bringing them up with their strengths and just how I handled all all those interviews.
Nick's gonna play a psychiatrist.
So I was just trying to share that and then ask.
All right. Yeah, we appreciate that,
And
man.
I was just gonna ask more what if he was gonna try to just shake things up with them or not, the competitors.
Yeah, Frank, who are you thinking is like your main target right now? Or maybe you don't want to divulge that.
Yeah, I'll probably keep that on the down low, I think, until the day comes.
I do
Where
want
did Mauro go? Does Mauro's out?
Yeah, he did. Hit the run.
Yeah, I didn't want him. I didn't want him to have an experience that kept him from coming back and stuff. So,
Hey, Frank, are you going to be there for one day or is it going to be multiple days?
I would like it to be multiple days, but I don't know yet.
I would love to see like a Frank week, like almost like Shark Week. That'd be very funny.
That'd be great.
Cool.
Yeah, I also do want to suggest, you said you're not going to divulge your like potential targets here. We did kind of like go over it a little bit a few days ago. I think Daniel's a really underrated target here. I just wanted to bring that up.
No, I totally agree. I think everybody has the potential to be fucked with at this point. We'll just have to see who's left and like what the atmosphere is like.
Is Daniel confirmed to not be a plant at this point? Because I thought people were still going back.
Allegedly, last night Jet said that there was no plants, but a lot of people thought he was capping. I don't know what to believe.
From what I've seen from all of Daniel's social media and his old posts, like him collabing with Tyler Creator, his old Instas, his old Twitters, his music videos and shit. He's like a character. He's been doing this forever. He's posting himself with his ass out and shit, proud. Like, I think he's just
I couldn't even watch that stuff. How are people feeling about these external histories that keep on coming out?
Some of these photos are absolutely degenerate, haram nonsense.
Can we discuss the toe sucking? Dope because
I think it's all
that's
good
the
fun.
lore of all these contestants. So I like every time I see more degenerate stuff come up about these people.
What are the odds that 2 out of 8 of them have toe sucking pictures?
I
Yeah,
mean,
that is
maybe
wild,
a match
but-
could be made. Maybe some toe sucking could be
Pretty
going down in
high.
the house. We don't know.
I, for one, personally think that Nut Shack leak was pretty sick.
Yeah, real.
Yeah, that's crazy lore. Him being part of the Nut Shack is actually insane.
Yeah, no, I think it's all good fun, though. I mean, you can tell Daniel's a personality for sure, and he's like on day 2 or 3, early on in that first week, he has divulged his foot thing to TTS, so it's not all that shocking to me. I really liked this meme I saw. Let me try to find it, of Letty sucking the toe and Daniel sucking the toe. I'll try to find it.
Well, this Daniel stuff is not revenge porn, so it is fair game. I think we should put it into context a bit that he was homies with a really wild crew at a different time, and he was younger. So, I mean, like Tyler, the Creator, and all them, they were absolutely wilding out.
Yeah, Wolfgang did not play around. They were doing all sorts of crazy shit. Yeah, I don't think it like holds negative. Like, I don't think it's a negative kind of thing on his reputation. It just kind of, he remains neutral with this new these new revelations to me.
Yeah, I don't.
So I'm imagining it's a W for or a L for people, right?
I feel like it's a neutral for me personally.
I don't think it's a L or a W. It's like it's just what he is. Like Bummy Buster is a funny ass name, and he's rapping under it. And then him sucking on toes, like I mean, it's not the craziest thing in the world. The toes in his mouth don't even look that bad. Like I'm not a foot guy at all, but I'm just saying like this could have been like a gross like picture or something. But yeah, the ones with his ass out, I don't know. Like that's I don't know.
I mean, it's nothing new. He did it on the show.
Yeah, he literally did it on the show. I was just about to say.
Have you tried being a foot guy? You might like it.
Hey yo. Let's keep it to after hours though. We'll pick this back up on that.
No, I mean we can still have fun and make it entertaining. But yeah, a little more PG. No, I don't even want to say PG-13, but
less sexual.
Yeah. I just want in this first hour or two, I just want to keep the pace up. I'm only going to be inviting speakers that I've seen before and know. So if you've never been a speaker and you want to be on that list, when the after hours start, which they are starting right now, you can request to be up and we'll just live watch and shoot the shit. So open floor.